Their final 9, it's over 600 when they hopefully would have Caitlin back for at least a chunk of those games. So they want to make sure they take advantage where they can at this point in the schedule as Cardoso starts off with a bucket. In 2022, Cardoso went on to win another in 2024. Banham connects on a 3.
Dribbles into the shot as well.
She's had 10 straight games of at least 2 made threes as Mitchell splashes in 1. And hit the 3, and Cardoso the rebound.
Incredible ball movement, though. The quickness by Indiana that last possession.
Mitchell jitters into the paint, leads it for McDonald, who scoops it in. Here's McDonald. Howard gives it up. Mitchell a 3. It is good. Tossing out. Allen dumps it in. Williams good position and pops it home. Dump it in. Cardoso gets inside. Couldn't finish it. Now she does.
But that was a ridiculously tough pass that she just delivered to Cunningham.
Here's Nurse. Backs away and buries the jumper as Boston and Mitchell, despite the smoke.
Or because of it.
Maybe. Mitchell able to drop it in. Boston finds the cutter. It's Timpson who lays it in.
Exactly how you want to defend that action.
Here's Mitchell again. Kelsey Mitchell on a first quarter burner. Here's Timpson, the rookie, methodically backing down and finishing over fellow rookie Maddie Westbell. And Hull the 5 for Indiana. Westbell, Davis, Banham, Williams, and Nurse the 5 for Chicago as Lexi Hull knocks in the elbow jumper. Rims out. Banham, the fling ahead, and Nurse alone for the leg. That ends the 11-0 run. Here's Mitchell. Flips it in, wide open Boston. Here's Mitchell. Out to Timpson. Michaela Timpson gets denied by Williams. Hull gives it up. Chloe Bibby able to drain the 3. Played a few games with the Valkyries earlier this season, including one very productive one against Indiana. A 9th Chicago turnover. Mitchell scoops it in 18-2 Indiana run. Indiana forcing 9 Chicago turnovers in that first quarter. Here's Williams able to separate just enough to finish. In this league and how difficult and finicky a rehab process can be, and she feels like, them being an outlet for Caitlin has been really helpful.
Finally a healthy year for
Mary
Stevens.
Banham unable to finish, but the follow is good for Cardoso. Oh, you know what? That's a good question. There's not a ton of variability, so I don't know. McDonald off the steal will lay it in. Here's Banham. Looking inside, Cardoso working Boston. Cardoso able to hook it in. That's a difficult shot. 13-point Indiana lead. Chicago has struggled to score in every meeting this season against Indiana. Good movement here. Banham. Oh, yeah. Got a nice little roll there from 3. And right now, Cardoso answering the bell really nicely. 12 points, 7 rebounds. Bibby again. How about the stroke of Chloe Bibby?
Especially against the zone, this smaller lineup for Indiana when you have Bibby on the floor as a spacer. Nice take by Elizabeth Williams. Both Bibby and Sophie Cunningham, your 3 and 4, can both drain from 3.
Tracks it back down. Off to Boston. Backdoor, Mitchell the cut and the finish. Tough bucket from Kelsey Mitchell. Indiana's won the first 2 handily against Chicago. Westbell fading and dropping it in. Nice move from the rookie.
Mid-range jumper.
Here's Boston facing up and draining the jumper. Here's McDonald. Off to Boston. She got it. Not another jumper. Boston 6 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Here's Banham firing away and knocking it down. Second longest streak in franchise history. On the alley quickly at a longer one as McDonald blurs to the bucket. Westbeld gives it up. Banham launches and hits again. Lane violation inducer is what it is. And another turnover from Indiana. Allen on the steal will pull and hit from three. And ESPN Radio with another StatCast edition on ESPN2. Nice play out of the timeout, and Mitchell on 6 of 10 shooting in the corner. Mitchell connects on a three. Indiana needed that. Here's Allen being ridden by Mitchell, still able to finish. 6-point game, things tightening up here in the third. Mitchell floats it, and it's intercepted by Westbeld. Banham flings it ahead. Nurse going up with it this time. It's a 4-point game. Off to Westbeld. Nurse will fire and hit on a long two. They will review it. It's a 2-point game. There's a chance that gets changed to a 3. Mitchell looking to respond. It does. Here's Mitchell. Wheeling through. Mitchell into the paint. Able to lay it in. It's the Kelsey Mitchell show here in Chicago. After the starters had struggled at the beginning of the quarter. Here's Hull. Spinning, dishing. Timpson able to finish. Chicago had cut it to 2. Poked away by Timpson. There's the deflection. Off to the races. Timpson finishes strong. In the corner, Hull connects on the 3.
What was she smiling about?
Just, how fun it is to play basketball. What a move from Maddie Westbeld. Able to swivel that one in off the window. Eyes up. Deflected to Mitchell. She'll fire. You bet. Kelsey Mitchell with 28. Here's Mitchell, who has 15 in the quarter and a season-high 6 made threes. Hull will fire and hit at the horn. 5 to shoot. Colson on the drive. Great dish to Timpson for 2. Timpson has 12 points, 5 of 6 shooting off the bench. Banham fires and hits again. Her 6th 3 of the day. Banham, bump from behind, pulls up and drains it. 26 for Rachel Banham. Here's Allen, turning the corner and finger rolls it in. Chicago trying to answer back. Here's Boston. Sky need a stop. Boston doesn't give it to him. Hull backdoor, flips it out. Cunningham wide open. She got it on a 3. Her first of the day. Indy's starting forwards were 0 for 9 before that make. Williams able to sneak it in. Here's Boston on the drive. The shovel knocked away. Gathered by Chicago. A 14th turnover for Indiana. Here's Allen. She got it on a 3.
Third week in August provides a few more practice days where that seems like it's realistic. And while she does remain day-to-day, that seems like a better timetable for a possible Caitlin Clark return, because they have said.
Thank you, Holly, for the information. Obviously, everybody can't wait to see Caitlin Clark back out on the floor, but you can't have another false start where ready to go and make them push for the playoffs whenever that ends up being. Allen launches. She got it. Rebecca Allen has made it a 6-point game. Things tightening at United Center. Mitchell has it deflected, gets it back, and hits from 3. Colson gives it up to Timpson. Timpson got some space and able to finish with the left hand. The Fever will improve to 3-0 this season against the rival Sky.